The demon engines of the Death Guard have come with their new detachment to assert their dominance over the Tau Empire.
This time I'm going to be using the Death Guard, but with a slightly different attachment. I'm going to be using Mortarion's hammer. Now, this is a vehicle-heavy detachment,
and Commander Farsight is leading the charge to drive them back to the warp. Now I've been getting a lot of great advice from all the wonderful viewers on my channel, and this time, guys, I am not gonna let you down. We've got new missions and new detachments as Papa Bear presents Elliot and the new look Death Guard versus Bear and the Tau Empire.
Now the Tau, they're very fast. They'll be able to get to the objectives before I can. Hit them with AP heavy moves, get within melee range, and kind of wipe them straight off the objectives.
Papa Bear here, and I've got the Tau once again, and this time I'm bringing the experimental Prototype Cadre. Now that's the detachment where I get to shoot 6 extra inches on all of my guns.
I'll be using the Miasmic Bombardment Detachment. Now with this, up to 2 units that are more than 12 inches away from me can be afflicted. And then at the start of the battle, I'll be able to choose one affliction that I can use against the enemy army. Today, I'll be using Rattle Joint Ague. With that, I'll be able to minus his saves, and with very little invul saves in his army, it'll be extremely useful.
So I've got Farsight and an Enforcer Battlesuit leading the fire to, 2 fire knife units. Now, I'm really looking for these guys to really do some serious damage for me. I get that Farsight is not really great, but he does get, the free CP use because he reduces it to 0. So that's what I'll be really looking for to kind of help me farm with these CP that I'll be using for this detachment. So I've got Farsight, I've got the Enforcer Battlesuit. They're leading fire knife units. I'll be really looking for those missiles to come through for me against these Death Guard.
All right, seeing as though this is a vehicle-heavy detachment, I really need the Plague Burst Crawler to put in work. Now, it usually does. It's the best vehicle in the army, so I expect it to act accordingly.
Now, the Death Guard are going to make me weaker in their contagion, and they're very, very tough. So the game plan here is to get those scouts, get that crewed up as quick as possible, make them my sacrificial lambs, bombard the Death Guard with all my back range shooting, and hopefully hang on to some of these objectives. So by the time we get to turns 3, 4, and 5, I've got just enough units to hold on and win the game. Because by that time, the Death Guard will be in my lines and I'm going to be in trouble. So I need to jump out early, hopefully get a quick lead, and hang on till the end. Bear's Tau list consists of 2 units of 3-man stealth suits for the rerolls of 1 to hit and wound. They're pretty much an auto take in any Tau list. 2 ghost kills for that infiltrate ability. 2 riptides, both for shooting and their toughness. 2 10-man crew carnivores to be fodder for the Death Guard, a 3-man crew tox rampager squad, a 3-man crew tox rider squad, 2 sky rays for some anti-tank and anti-monster, 1 unit of 2 piranhas that can also scout, a fire knife missile crisis squad led by an enforcer commander, and Farsight himself leading another fire knife missile crisis squad. This is for 2,000 points on the nose and lots of range shooting to try to fend off the Death Guard advance. For the Death Guard, starting with the infantry pieces first, we have a 7-man Plague Marine squad and a 5-man Plague Marine squad. The Lord of Contagion with the Eye of Affliction enhancement leading a 10-man Blight Lord Terminator squad. That is a ton of wounds and toughness to try to get through. And the last infantry piece is Typhus commanding the Undead Horde, leading 20 Poxwalkers. Now for the real teeth of the army, the Demon Engines. We have 2 Mephitic Blight Haulers. They're surprisingly tough and can get in melter range very quickly. We have 1 Folded Blow Drone with a Blight Launcher. We have 2 Plague Burst Crawlers that they have indirect shooting to take out any target. And of course, never leave home without Mortarion. It's a good mix of tough frontline infantry and great long-range shooting at 1985 points. The new chapter approved missions today we're using are Linchpin, where you score 3 points for your home objective and 5 points for objective in no man's land, and the deployment today is Search and Destroy. Do yourself a favor and check out our sponsor Dragonfall.com, the charitable gaming convention, link in description below. And here we go, Tau versus Death Guard. This is our board for this game. The urban jungle, as you can see, the cityscape, our terrain, things you can hide behind, these tall buildings here, tall buildings there. Structures like this, you have cover, but you can walk through that fence there. And again here, you have cover, but you can walk through this structure here. Then we have our building on fire. There. Building is on fire in the background because this is an urban jungle, as you can see. And now that you got the terrain down, also see our lovely objective markers, Dragonfall. So please check out dragonfall.com when and if you get a chance. So thank you, Dragonfall, for our objective markers today. And we're going to go to the all-important first turn roll off.
All right, as always, I would prefer to go second. Death Guard's a slow army. I don't want to move slow into their firing range and they have the ability to react. I want to go second, see where the enemy is, and make my plans accordingly.
I actually don't mind going first this turn. I've got infiltrate and scout, so going first would be perfect. I can jump up right away. I can get on some of these objectives right away, hopefully set the tone and have the Death Guard react to what I'm doing and not the other way around. All right, so Death Guard will be going first. Something I know Death Guard did not want to do.
I did not, but we'll make the best with what we got.
Yeah, here we are. So we will return with Death Guard in the cityscape. Turn 1. We return for Death Guard. They've done their moving. They've picked their afflicted targets. So, Elliot, tell us what you did.
All right, so I'm excited about this turn. Now, I wanted to go second, but it looks like I might have a good opportunity for a preemptive strike. I put my vehicles in position to shoot at certain targets that are close to the objective. That unit, this unit here. Same thing over here. Got vehicles, got Mortarion in position with enemy targets that are going towards the objective. Hopefully right here in the middle of this battlefield, I might be able to make this charge. It's a makeable charge. Hopefully I can make that as well. Get these guys in position to take any objectives, kind of a versatile unit, see what they can do. And then keeping my Plague Burst back here to hold the objective while still providing long range support.
And what are your missions?
So I have area denial, which one or more of my units from my army are within 3 of the center of the battlefield, and no units are within 3, I'll get 2 VP. And if no units are within 6, I get 5. So that's something I'll be able to try to accomplish if I can make my charge.
All right, so you also have Storm Hostile objective, but you do have Mortarion that is on an objective. So you may indeed get Storm Hostile. Who are your afflicted units?
So I chose this Ghost Kill here.
Ghost Kill on top of the burning building?
More than 12 inches away. Going to try to take him out. He's getting awful close to that objective. We want to keep him from getting it. And then those recruits there. So I can be able to get rid of an infantry unit, reduce his numbers. That's his major advantage. I can get rid of them this turn. That'll be a bonus.
All right, and also because I had, the recruit, they do scout moves. So as you can see, it's not my turn, but all my recruit have indeed moved up, as you can see. And also the Piranha, they scout 9 and they have moved up as well. So that is why everything kind of is out of my backfield, even though it's not my turn. So Death Guard have done their moving. We're going to go to some Death Guard shooting. and see if I can survive. Now, Mortarion did advance here, so he won't be able to shoot, but most everything else is eligible to take some shots at my poor Tau. We'll be back with some Death Guard shooting. The Death Guard have done some shooting, and we're not done shooting yet, but I wanted to jump in with an update. I have lost a Piranha already, and this Piranha is down to 4. My Ghost Kill on top of the smoking building is down to 5. And I've already used my drones to blank out 2 attacks, and he still got taken down to 5. I have lost half of my Crute squad that was over here. Half of them are gone. Now the remaining ones are in this building. And we've still got shooting from the PBC, the Plague Burst Crawler, and the Mephitic Blight Hauler into the Afflicted Crute. And you're shooting the Ghost Kill too, right?
Yes.
And my poor Ghost Kill over here. Okay, PBC, do your worst, sir.
Okay, let's get this done. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to shoot the Plague Burst Mortar into the Crute unit.
Shooting is an option. You don't have to shoot me.
I'll take the option. Well, we got D6 plus 3. Only get 1 extra attack there.
Good for me so far.
All right, 4 dice, hitting on 3. I do have lethal hits, but this was a terrible roll.
Yeah, that's rough.
Oh yeah, that was lethal, so that goes all the way through.
Yep.
Strength, or AP minus 1.
AP minus 1, and this is on my Crute, right?
Yeah, but you got to lower the save you're afflicted.
Yeah, so they actually don't get a save, it goes straight through. So because it's only 1 shot, 1 Crute does fall.
Oh, whoop, I forgot. It's a blast weapon, 2 more shots.
2 more shots, yes.
Got another lethal and a hit. Wounding on
2s. Yep.
Missed it.
All right.
Another one goes through.
So yeah, so that's 2 Crute down. What else you got?
Next, we got 2 entropy cannons, learned from last time.
And who's that going on?
That's going to go on the Ghost Kill.
Okay, Ghost Kill's good shot.
All right, hitting on 2.
Wow. Snake Eyes, people. There it is. The Ghost Kill lives. The Plague Burst Crawler is now the one over here did pretty good, but this one here.
You cut the camera. It's the camera.
Yeah, cut the camera. we're gonna roll off camera. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. So Snake Eyes there. Is that it for the PBC?
No, one more. Got the Heavy Slugger.
Heavy Slugger.
4 shots, hitting on 3, which is apparently hard. Got 3 go through. Strength 5. T7.
T7 because of the no, I'm not in contagious range yet, so I'm T8, but still hitting on 5s.
Oh, within Mortarion.
Oh yeah, still T7, yeah, still 5s.
Still 5. Yeah, I missed it all anyway.
Wow, okay.
That's crazy. Now that all that's been resolved,
so yeah,
let's do Spore Lace Shockwaves.
Yeah, the mortar missed everything, but I still get the shockwave because of the hit the Crute, right?
Yeah, hit the Crute.
Okay, so hit the Crute, so I still get shockwave. So we're gonna see what happens with the Crute.
So that's just, was that 3 units there? Is that the Ghost Kill?
The Crute, yeah, 3 units.
2 Crute, okay.
So we're gonna do the shockwave. We'll come back if that makes any difference, and there is a few more shots the Death Guard can take, but we'll return to see if the Death Guard are going to be able to make some charges. And I got a feeling Typhus is going to be itching to get into the Crute here, so we'll be back. Death Guard have done all their shooting. My Ghost Kill has been taken down to 8. My entire Crute unit here, they are now gone. So, but they're fodder, it's fine, but they are gone. Ghost Kill down to 8. Everything else is pretty much the same. Big difference here is that Typhus and his 20 Poxwalkers did make this charge against the Crute Rampagers here. I want to make sure, yeah, the Rampagers. So now they did not declare a charge on the Piranha, so it is Typhus and the gang just fighting the Rampagers, as you can see here. Now, it's 18 Poxwalkers into them, plus Typhus, so that is 36 Poxwalker attacks.
Yes.
Correct? Okay, let's see it.
All right. Got it ready right here. Let's do it.
You think he'd be ready, folks? Look at this.
I am. This is 36. I counted. All right, let's do it.
36 attacks.
Hitting on.
Jesus.
You got to get a good shake.
I mean, spare the audience ears.
Oh, they like the dice ASMR. All right, we got
Dice ASMR.
All right, so we're hitting on 5. So we do have lethal hits. So lethal.
All right, we're wounding on 5s because of the contagion range has reduced my toughness. Ooh.
Oh, only a minor difference here.
Not great.
No.
So only one of those go through.
Yeah. But we get 5 in total.
All right, so 5 in total. AP on this attack?
0.
0 AP. All right, so that means I actually get a save here. Saving on 5s. And 4.
You are afflicted. Did you count that?
No, it's a...
So, yeah,
So 6. So, yeah, so 4 go through.
All right, 1 each.
1 each. All right. And now we have Typhus, who's going to do his attack. So my rampagers are, they're gone. With a swipe of the Lachrymé, Typhus took out the gorillas and they have consolidated into my piranha. My piranha did attack and took out 1 zombie. So good for him. That is the Death Guard turn. That was a great turn as far as getting rid of all the things for Death Guard. Shooting was good, and now Typhus and the Poxwalkers are basically in my back line. But saving grace for me is that Elliot decided to forego both his objectives.
I did.
And just went for some jugular kill spots, but did not score any additional points.
Listen, I'm out for blood. I can get the mission later. If I go out, strong preemptive strike, take them out early, lower morale, I'll be all right.
Morale is indeed lowered, but the Tau is about to show you the greater good. We're going to respond with Tau. Turn 1.
I had good charges with Typhus. I was able to wrap around. Kind of good way to slingshot movement, especially with such limited mobility. Helped me out a lot.
So, because of this deployment, Typhus is already here, and he is like a dangerous piece. I can't just ignore him, but I can't let him just do whatever he wants to. So, we'll see what happens, but it's not good that Typhus right now is already giving me problems. The Tau are ready to show the Death Guard the greater good. Tau turn 1. I have extend battle lines and a tempting target. Now, Death Guard picked, of course, this objective here to be the tempting target because Mortarion's on it. And my plan was originally to retreat with the Ghost Kill because I don't want to have anything to do with Mortarion, but I cannot because I am tempted by this target. Thank you. Thank you, Death Guard. Everything else has moved about. I've got my stealth suits popping up so they can do some guiding. Everything has kind of moved up. I have created a shooting lane here so I can fire as much as I can into Mortarion, because getting him off this objective means that I can extend my battle lines and I can get my tempted target. So taking him out is now paramount for the mission. But as far as extend battle lines, I do have Kroot and my Piranha retreated to sit on the middle here, so that's good for me there. But the Marines are going to come knocking in on their turn. Typhus is out in the open because the Piranha retreated. I do have the Sky Ray here. Honestly, guys, I'm just hoping for the best at this point. I still have my Fire Knife unit, 2 of my Fire Knife units to come in, but the Death Guard has an entire 10-man brigade Terminators that need to come in too. So this thing is far from over. I put Rippy T over here. The Ghost Kill is sitting on this objective there. And we're going to try to get rid of Mortarion. And again, we'll just see how this goes, but that is my plan. When we come back, I'll have my I'll have my spotted and observer units all set, and we're gonna shoot everything I possibly can into Morty and try to take him out. One more little bit. These guys did advance, but I fell short and was not able to get to the objective. So that's why taking out Mortarion is so important, because I cannot out OC him because I did not advance well with my Crutox riders. So we'll be back for the Tau to show the Death Guard what that great good looks like. The Tau have returned for the shooting phase, and frankly, it has not been going well so far. Now, the arrows are the units that have been guiding, and the little bullseyes here are the units that have been targeted for the guiding. Now, obviously, I'm trying to take out Mortarion. I shot the Ghost Kill. I shot the Sky Ray. I shot this Sky Ray. And I've taken him down to 10. With all that shooting, he's down to 10. Now, this Rippy T here is going to shoot Mortarion. And I'm going to use the Threat Assessment Analyzer. What that does is going to give me lethal hits. It's going to give me sustained hits and make my guns hazardous. And I think because he's only down to 10, he's been shrugging off everything. I'm just going to risk it and just have 3 of my Riptide guns be hazardous, and see if I could actually make a few more dents into Mortarion, who's been very difficult to take out so far. On the flip side, I was able to take out 8 Poxwalkers so far, but I do have another Riptide and another Ghost Kill to shoot. But right now, Rippy T into Mortarion with a Threat Assessment Analyzer. He is going to be shooting his Ion Accelerator. That is 6 shots. He is guided, so we are hitting on 3s, and we are re-rolling hits and wounds of 1 because of the stealth suits and because of my Threat Assessment Analyzer. I am sustained and lethal. So here we go. And that's an absolute brutal roll, but I do get to re-roll this 1 here. Okay. I am wounding on 5, but I still get to re-roll 1s.
Camera ain't been good to me with the rolls. Let's see what we got. It's good to me now. Saved it.
Wow, saved it. So I've got 4 missiles coming at you, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 5s.
Said -1, so I'm saving on 3.
Yep.
Got them all.
Saved them all again. 1 gun left. My twin plasma rifle. That's 1 shot. 3s. Rerolling 1s. Now we're wounding on 5s here.
All right, 2 and Vol 4. Missed them both.
Missed them both. So that one is 6 total damage.
6 total damage. We're going to do 6 dice for Feel No Pain. Feel No Pain on a 5
Dice
up.
ASMR.
Only shrugged 1.
So you took 5
rest.
on that one. Okay. Well,
I'm bracketed.
yeah, I mean that was not great, but he did take 5 on that. Now, Riptide's got 3 guns, 3 hazardous checks. Here we go. All good on every single one, so not too bad. I got some more shooting left here, but we'll be back after the Tau have finished doing all the rest of their shooting. But yeah, Mortarion's down to 5, so getting this objective has become nearly impossible. All my shooting is done. I was able to take out most of the Poxwalkers. How many is it? 4 or 5? 4 or 5 left?
There's like 4 left.
4 Poxwalkers left in Typhus. I took Morty down to 5, but he's still alive, so I will not get Tempting Target, but I was able to get Extend Battle Lines because I've got these guys in the middle. So that was little saving grace. Everything else just kind of whiffed for me as far as Tau shooting. So yeah, not great, but that's okay. It's only turn 1. We're just getting started here. Now the Death Guard are going to respond for turn 2, and we'll see how the Stinky Boys make their march on the Tau for Death Guard, turn 2. Death Guard, turn 2. They are marching down. And as you can see, Death Guard have done all types of moves. I have done all types of moves. Death Guard, what'd you do?
So what I did was kind of move my units around, get them in strategic position to take more objectives. That's kind of what I wanted to do, kind of continue to back them up. I'm slow moving, but once I'm there, I'm tough and I can keep it. I want to definitely try to get them, kind of dig them out of here. So move these Plague Marines to that way. I can still attack with a sidekick move with Typhus against the center of this battlefield. Hopefully the Plague Marines can charge, take it. But mainly I move Typhus over here to try to take out that Sky Ray. Move these guys, maybe they could take out this Ghost Kill. Try to work on that Riptide. One thing I also did was I used 2 CP to blight the land around that tree. Afflict those units. Try to fire into them from long range.
What was the name of that?
It's called Blighted Land.
Blighted Land. Blighted the tree. Okay.
And
so all the units within 3 inches of this tree are now blighted. So now, pretty solid.
Move this tank to try to make that last CP possible. And then move the Blight Hauler closer to get into multi-melter range. Then that's it.
And I put, I rapid ingressed for CP and brought some my Fire Knife unit here. Farsight is still in Deep Strike, but these guys are down here. Just to kind of give me some options in the backfield there and possibly shooting the things over here, because my Ghost Kill is not going to survive this turn. What are your missions, sir?
My missions, so I have engage all fronts. So I'm in 3/4 of the battlefield.
Yep.
Working to get into the 4th. If I can succeed that charge on with Typhus into that Sky Ray, I'll be able to get into all 4 quarters.
Very true.
Aerial denial will be a little tough. Made it tough on me. Kind of got in there. Maybe
take out all these guys in here.
Maybe if I could take out both of those units, I can get it back. But
maybe. Okay, that is the Death Guard. Hopefully, you actually try to do some secondaries this turn. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So Death Guard's got some shooting. The shooting has been very good for Death Guard so far. We will return for those Demon Engines shooting. Death Guard have been shooting Tau a lot. And we do have some casualties here. I lost a Rider. My Ghost Kill is down to 2 wounds remaining. My Sky Ray is down to 3 wounds remaining. I lost a Stealth Suit and one is on 1 wound remaining. My Piranha is down to 1 wound remaining. And I lost my last Crutox. Not Crutox. I am all tongue-tied. I lost my last Crute Carnivore unit. Yes, that mouthful there. But they are now gone.
So we're shooting the Tau out of the building. Feels great. We've got the long range shooting. They're missing their shots. I'm making mine. I'm getting the saves. They're not. It's working great.
And Death Guard's not even done shooting yet. I've got the PBC here, who is going to split fire, trying to take out the Sky Ray and put some wounds on this Riptide here. Okay, sir. Do your worst.
Do it.
So Sky Ray's out because of the Spore Lay, what's that?
Spore laced shockwaves. So
yeah, so the Plague Burst Crawler does the Spore Lay.
Spore laced shockwaves.
Okay, all right, go ahead, explain it.
All right, spore laced shockwaves. In the shooting phase, each time you select a target for this model's Plague Burst Mortar, roll 1d6 for the target unit and every enemy unit within 3 of the target, adding 1 to the roll if it is afflicted. On a 6-up, that unit being rolled for is struck by spores, and you suffer D3 mortal wounds.
And I was indeed inflicted. That's why he was able to get me on a 5-up instead of a 6. So the Spore laced shockwave comes through, and I totally spent my CP for nothing. That's great for me.
It's a good attack. Good time. Spend
Now,
CP for nothing.
Riptide's got some. He's got some shots he's going to be taking.
Yes, we got the entropy cannon. I got 2 of those. Putting them both into the Riptide. Get it on 3. Strength is 10.
Strength 10. That is a 3 to wound.
Got both of them. AP minus 3.
Okay, Riptide is on his 4-up.
Missed 1.
1 goes through.
D6 plus 1.
D6 plus 1.
Got 6.
Oh my god, bro. So the Riptide takes 7. Great. Okay. Rippy T down to 7. Are you done shooting now, please?
With the plague burst.
All right, people. We're gonna be back as soon as the Death Guard is done with all their shooting because I can't take this anymore.
Yes. Soon you won't have units for me to shoot. So.
Oh, yeah, I love this. We'll be back. Death Guard have done all their shooting, and we are right into the charge phase here. As you can see, the Plague Marines have made their charge against the Piranha there. Morty has made his charge against the Ghost Keel and the Crutox Riders. We have Typhus charging against the Skyray, no surprise there. And the other thing of shooting, lost the Ghost Kill here. And I think that's it as far as the shooting goes, the rest of the Death Guard shooting. But those are all our charges so far. So we've got Morty, we've got the Plague Marines, we've got Typhus, all made charges. We're going to be back after the aftermath of some of this and see where we're at with Death Guard points for turn 2. Now Death Guard have done all their fighting. So I lost the Ghost Kill, no shock there. I lost the Piranha, no shock there. And my Stingray, geez, Skyray is down to 4 wounds remaining. Now, it may look bleak for the Tau, but this is only turn 2. I still have a full fire knife unit ready to go, and I still got Farsight ready to deep strike and try to salvage this game. Now, Death Guard did very well this turn because he did get engaged in all fronts, and he did get area denial because my Piranha is gone. Now, the Tau are in trouble, but we are not out, as we will come back for Tau. Turn 2. Tau, turn 2. This is what our board is looking like. Now, I have done moving and I have done the guiding, and we're about to get into some shooting. But before that, I pulled Defend Stronghold and Establish Locus. I brought down Commander Farsight, the hero, and I brought down the Enforcer with the fire knife. Now, they're, the 2 fire knife units, but I've got missiles on both. Brought them both down. So I do have some guiding. I'm going to be hitting extra good on this tank, hitting extra good on Mortarion, and then hitting extra good on this Blight Hauler. We'll see if I can get rid of all 3 of these things to really give me a little bit of breathing room. As far as moving, everything just kind of moved up. Like I said, I brought these down. The Skyray I left in combat to try to tie up Typhus and the Poxwalkers for at least 1 more turn. So that's why I elected to keep them exactly where they're at, because I can shoot out. I can shoot out with the Skyray regardless, and that's it. So I'm not sure if I'm going to actually forego shooting an Established Locus. We'll see, because I do have an Established Locus option. We'll see. But we're going to do some Tau shooting and see if we can show the Death Guard the greater good. So now I shot with the Skyray, and turns out that, and I did this off camera, but turns out that Morty has failed 2 of his saves. Now the Skyray has D6 plus 1 damage, and Morty has 5 wounds left. So I wanted to get on camera the damage roll against Mortarion for the Skyray. Now, again, he failed 2, and 2 went through, so I've got 2 damage rolls to make. So the first one, D6 plus 1.
I like it.
So that's 2. Definitely re-roll this if this sucks. I should re-roll. You know what? I only have 1 CP. I have to re-roll it. I have no CP, but I need Mortarion dead. All right, that's 5. Now, second damage roll. 2. So he's taken 7 damage. He's got his feel no pains. He only needs to save 3 to stay alive with 1 wound remaining. Looking for 3 5s.
Let's do it. 1, 2,
oh my
3.
God, bro.
3 5s.
Okay. All right. Morty's got 1 wound remaining. We'll be back when I shoot something else at him to take him down. But I wanted to get that on camera. We'll be back. So far, my shooting has been pretty abysmal. I have taken Mortarion down to 1, which is okay, but I've shot everything on the board to actually do that.
Like how tanky Mortarion is. He's saving my army. He's pouring all his shots into Mortarion. Hopes he keeps doing it because Mortarion is surviving every single one of them.
I did take the Mephitic Blight Hauler down to 5, but that's it. I've got my 2 Fire Knife units left. And I really want to take out this tank so I can control this home objective. But I don't want to shoot this Fire Knife unit because I'd rather establish locusts with them and not shoot them. So first, I'm going to use Farsight's unit. And I'm going to put all his missiles and all the guns into this Plague Burst Crawler. So that is my plan. If I can get rid of this thing, then they can sit on the objective, not fire, establish locust, and control his home objective, which would be really nice. Now, what's going to help me out is I'm going to use Threat Analysis Analyzer, and I get to do it for 0 CP because that is one of Farsight's abilities. So that's very nice. Now I'm going to use the Sustain and Lethal Threat Analysis Analyzer. So all my guns are going to be hazardous, but I really want to get rid of this tank, and I can fully re-roll because he's fully healthy. So I'm hoping with Sustained, Lethal, and a full re-roll, I'll be able to get rid of the PBC and hopefully not blow myself up in the process. So after all that, I've got 12 missiles. They're hitting on 3s, full re-rolls to hit. They're sustained lethal because of Threat Analysis Analyzer. Here we go.
All right. We get to re-roll all hits, don't you?
Yeah. We're wounding on 5s. And I get to re-roll wound rolls of 1 because of the stealth suits. Mm-hmm. 6 at -1.
Saving on 3. 1, 2, 3. I took 3.
That is 6 damage.
A piece?
No, total.
Oh, total? Okay.
Yeah. All right, so shooting phase is done. That was a big whiff from a Farsight's group. I did end up shooting with the Enforcer group, and they just took off 2 more damage. So the PBC's down to 4, but very much alive, and that's really annoying. Now I am going to now it's a 9-inch charge from Farsight to the Blight Hauler. I'm just gonna roll it. We're gonna charge Farsight in because whatever. That's why we play the game. I need a 9. There it is. Big nothing right there. So yeah, that is my turn. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty disappointing shooting for the Tau, pretty much. But the Death Guard is going to start their turn 3, and we'll see what they do. Well, that was a pretty terrible shooting phase for me overall. I really need to take out way more pieces than I was able to. Turn 3 is going to be interesting. We'll see. We'll see if I can actually squeak this one out. Death Guard, turn 3. The Terminators have arrived, as we see. All 10 of them. All right, Elliot, what's the plan?
Okay, so my missions, I got Assassinate and I got Bring It Down. These two guys are both characters and vehicles, so they satisfy both objectives. So the objective is kill Farsight, kill the Enforcer.
You will try.
And I'll succeed.
You will fail.
Also, mission is finish off what's left of that Riptide there.
Yep.
Then try to work on chipping this Riptide down.
Okay. All right. And there it is. This is our board, and everything pretty much moved up. We have Death Guard on every objective. Home objective is in trouble, but so are my crisis units. And of course, I was not able to get rid of Mortarion, so he's about to be annoying to Farsight. But that's why you gotta make the shots, Tal. All right, here we go. We're gonna be back for some Death Guard shooting, which has been very, very good this game. And we'll show you the aftermath of all that. We've got some Death Guard shooting. Now, Mortarion shot into this unit, and 2 of my fire knives are gone. The Terminators are going to shoot all of their bolters into Farsight and his lone fire knife warrior. That is 36 bolter shots coming right at Farsight.
Okay, they also have Blistering Fusili. I don't know how to say this. I'm not going to.
Fusillade?
Yes, there we go.
Blistering Fusillade. What does that do?
So, when this unit has a starting strength of 5 or more, when they make a ranged attack, it adds to their strength and AP against an afflicted unit.
I am afflicted. Now we're going to have some dice ASMR because Elliot just shakes it so violently. All right, 36 attacks.
Hitting on 3.
Hitting on 3.
Not good.
All right, so because of Blistering Fusillade, I am being wounded on 3. 16 attacks went through. So because Farsight has an invulnerable save, I have to slow roll these. So we're going to go through with the Crisis Suit first. It's a -1 AP.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now.
With the affliction.
So my base is 3. I'm afflicted. So now my base save is 4. And it's a -1.
Mm-hmm.
So my base save is now 5. All right, so and this is 1 damage each. And I have 2 left. So the first 2. All right, that takes him out. Okay. Now it's just Farsight. Now I can roll the rest of these.
I mean, no suspense.
No suspense at all. Now, Farsight's base save is 2. It is now a 3 because he's afflicted. And it's now a 4 because it's a -1 AP. So I need 4s here. 7 damage. Farsight has 1 wound remaining. But he is alive. Alright, so my crisis suits have already been kind of chewed through already. Not having it invulnerable is very tough. And before they really even got to do anything, they've just been absolutely wiped out. And Farsight's hanging on by a thread. Yep, so I have lost 2 units here. Only Farsight remains on 1 wound. And now the Mephitic Blight Hauler is going to try to take out this Riptide, who's only got 3 wounds remaining. Here we go.
Nice.
Rippy T is out by the Mephitic Blight Hauler. Okay. What else are we shooting? So now the Bloat Drone is going to be firing all his guns into these stealth suits right here. Saving on 4s, and only 1 goes through.
3 damage.
Oh, but that is enough to take out a stealth suit. Oh, I was happy. Only 1 goes through. Yeah, 3 damage, buddy. All right, 1 stealth suit remains. Is that it for the Bloat Drone?
That's it.
Is that it for your shooting?
That's it.
Now, we're going to go into some charges. Mortarion's looking to pick a fight with Farsight here. And we're going to see where else the Death Guard go. In a weird turn of events, the Death Guard failed every single charge. Failed this one here. And Mortarion tripped over his wings and failed against Farsight here. So Farsight will actually get to live to see turn 3. Okay, I got lucky there. Now, as you can see, I am running out of assets. I'm running out of options. But we're not about to give up yet. Tau, turn 3, coming up. Tau, turn 3. It looks bleak. The score is closer than what the actual game is, just by circumstance. But I was able to get a challenge card because I'm down, and I pulled renewed focus. Nice and simple. I just have to be 15 inches away from any other unit in my army. So Farsight's doing that for 3 points, and that completes immediately in the shooting phase. So that's done. 3 points there. Now, I completed Defend Stronghold, and my new missions are Establish Locus, and Bring It Down. Thank you. So, I kept Establish Locus because this unit is going to establish Locus. They're not going to fire. Bring It Down, Farsight is going to bring down Mortarion. Period. It's going to bring him down. So here's the thing. Now, I completed the action in the shoot phase. It completed immediately, so it's done. So the plan is to charge Mortarion, try to take him out. So even though I did the action, not chat, but in the comments, let me know if I complete the action right away and it completes, can I still then go charge? I'm not exactly sure, but that's what we're going to do because I want Farsight to fight Mortarion, and we both agreed that'd be fun. So let me know if that's actually a legal thing. Plus, it's really not going to affect the game in any way. So, those are my missions. This most likely will be my final turn. Oh, also guiding. Stealth suit is going to guide. This stealth suit is simply going to guide here, so these stealth suits can shoot at Typhus and the gang. Let's get them coherent. There we go.
I saw that.
Typhus and the gang.
You scooted them back.
Oh,
kidding.
Okay,
I'm kidding.
I can scoot them. Now, there we go.
I was kidding.
All right, so that's where we're at. We'll see what the Tau can do, and we'll be back. So did a little bit of the shooting. Got rid of all but 3 Poxwalkers from Typhus's unit. Poxwalkers are still going strong here. And so are the stealth suits. But what we're going to do now is just going to go straight to charging. I'm going to tank shock Farsight into Mortarion to try to pick off his lone wound.
Question. Will that negate his boon of death? Because technically not in the fight phase.
Yes, because it's a charge phase move.
That's what I figured.
So yeah, because it's a charge phase. Okay, he rolled a 3, but that does make it. It just makes it. Goodness gracious. Now, Farsight's only toughness 5, so I'm going to roll 5 dice on 5 ups. Old Morty takes a mortal wound here. So we're just going to come over here because this game is over. But I want some glory here. All right, 5 dice. 5 ups. I roll 3. 3 mortal wounds Morty's got to take. Now we need some feel no pains.
Grab my best dice.
3 5s. Morty lives, and this game is cursed. Absolutely cursed.
3 5s would be crazy. Although you did hit 3 5s. Just one.
Oh, okay. So now, does he explode?
Exactly.
And kill Farsight?
No.
No, he doesn't. All right. So Morty does fall. Farsight does take him out. But with that, I will have to concede. Now, I will score for Bring It Down here. I will score for Establish Locus. So the score will be relatively close. But turn 4, I will be able to do nothing against the Death Guard. So Death Guard victory today. I practically got shot off the board by Death Guard shooting.
That you did.
You know, we're going to talk some post game. But
Right.
Death Guard victory. Death Guard are very good. They have a very cool codex. This is a very viable detachment with all these demon engines, and good for them. And I'm going to go back to struggling with the Tau, despite all the wonderful help in the comments I've been getting. I just cannot figure this army out. But we'll talk some post game. Thanks for watching, everybody, and keep playing.
Peace. All right, so this had to be the world's closest blowout. I know in the comments you guys are going to be on me about not always chasing points. However, I saw a moment to strike and I went for it. I thought that I could outshoot his army. I did. Thought that I could damage him and get rid of the good units, the elite units. I was able to do that. So that's why it's closer than it appears.
So sorry, Tau Nation. I've let you down again. I really felt good about my list and what I was trying to do, and I really felt really positive about all the comments I was getting, and you guys have been helping me out quite a bit. But yeah, I got no answers. I tried to take some some crew to kind of put them up forward. They died right away. Crisis suits came down. They died right away. The Riptides did no damage. The Ghost Kills also did no damage. The Sky Rays, like Mortarion, was just invulnerable save after invulnerable save. It might have just been a string of bad luck. But yeah, I just let down Tau Nation again. With that said, Death Guard is very cool. I like their detachment. It's very fun. Good for them. But I'm not giving up on my Tau yet. So every time I play them, I get awesome comments. Keep them coming. I'm going to figure this army out and do Tau Nation proud.